there, my name is Laci Schuman. I'm the owner at Southern Eats Meals to Go, located downtown Cullman, right next to the Tribune. We've been there for almost 10 years now. We do a lot of great things with homemade food. You should send your parents over to get you some dinner this week. But tonight I'm here to read you about the Lion King, and it's called Who is Responsible? Simba was far from home when he met Timon and Pumbaa. You okay, kid? Timon asked. I guess so, Simba said with a sigh. Timon and Pumbaa could tell the lion cub was lost, tired, and sad. They invited Simba to join them. Timon and Pumbaa liked the easy life. No problems, no responsibilities. And they had a motto that summed up that attitude. Repeat after me, Timon said. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries, Pumbaa explained. When his new friends took him to their jungle home, Simba was amazed by its beauty. You live here? He asked, impressed. We live wherever we want, Timon said. Simba liked his new friend's carefree way of living. They didn't care about where he was from or why he had run away, and that was just fine with Simba. It didn't take Simba long to fall into Timon and Pumbaa's Hakuna Matata lifestyle. He loved being free to run around and play all day. There was no one to tell him, do this or don't do that. Life with Timon and Pumbaa was fun. When Simba and his new friends came across a big mud puddle, Simba was the first to jump in. This is great, he shouted. He could get as muddy as he wanted and didn't have to take a bath. No worries. Pumbaa jumped in too, splattering mud everywhere. Whoa, nice one, Pumbaa, Timon said, laughing. After a full day of playing in the mud, eating bugs, and living like Timon and Pumbaa, it was time for bed. While Pumbaa slept, Simba and Timon stayed up telling jokes, funny stories. Then Timon stood up and yawned. Well, that's it for me, kid, he said, climbing into his hammock. I'm beat. Good night. Within moments, he was fast asleep. Pumbaa and Timon snored loudly. Simba was having so much fun trying to catch fireflies, he didn't mind that his friends had fallen asleep. Simba was too excited to go to bed. The jungle looked and sounded so different at night. It felt magical, and he wanted to be a part of it. Besides, he was sure he'd be fine in the morning, no matter how late he stayed awake. The sleepy cub chased fireflies and watched the moon and the stars. He had fun meeting animals who stayed awake at night and slept during the day. At last, he stumbled home and fell asleep. The next morning, Timon and Pumbaa tapped Simba on the shoulder to wake him up. The young lion groaned. Timon and Pumbaa wanted to go to the waterhole, and Simba was grumpy. The waterhole was a great place to meet friends, but all the other animals kept their distance from Simba. I hate to say this, kid, but you need a bath, Timon blurted out. What do you mean? Asked Simba. I know a lot about this, Pumbaa said, and the fact is, Simba, you stink. No way, Simba insisted. I don't smell a thing. But we do, kid. Take a look, Timon said, pointing at all the other animals. No one is standing downwind. Simba ran off upset. Hakuna Matata was supposed to mean no worries and no responsibilities. It wasn't supposed to be about when to take a bath or to go to bed or to eat dinner. When they left the waterhole, Simba seemed very sad. I feel like I don't fit in here, he said. We understand about not fitting in, Pumbaa said in a kind voice. Sorry, kid, Timon added. That's not what we wanted to happen. No, it's not, said Pumbaa. Before you came here, somebody probably told you what to do all day long. Now you got to do that for yourself, Timon continued. Suddenly, Pumbaa had an idea. Hey, we can help you learn about responsibility by being responsible ourselves. It sounded pretty good to Simba. Can we give it a try, Simba asked. Timon looked at his friends and agreed. Timon and Pumbaa took Simba to one of their favorite places for a bath. Simba splashed for a bit and then washed off the grime. It does feel good to get all that dirt off me, he admitted. You'll smell better too, Timon said. Pumbaa's stomach started rumbling. And taking a bath makes you hungry. Well, come on then, Timon said. Let's eat. The friends went to a place where several trees had fallen. Simba began trailing a plump beetle. Simba, I know you're still new at this, Timon began, but we need lots of bugs, not just one. I know, Simba replied. I'm just following a lunch. Pretty sure that's a beetle, joked Timon. Then when the beetle scurried under a rotten log, Simba and Pumbaa worked together to break it open. Look at that, gasped Timon. A big, beautiful buffet. After dinner, Timon made a bag out of a leaf, he explained. I'm going to save some of these bugs so we'll have something to snack on later. Great idea, said Pumbaa. Working together to make sure there was enough food meant no one would go hungry. Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba found a nice place to lie down and go to sleep for the night. Timon was fidgety and couldn't seem to get comfortable. "I need some water," he said. Then after lying back down, he said, "Still thirsty." After a few repeats of that, Pumbaa finally said, "Timon, go to bed." Okay, Timon said, "but I'll never fall asleep if I'm still this thirsty." Moments after he lay down, however, Timon was snoring. Simba smiled. "If Timon can do it, I can do it," he thought. Then he closed his eyes and drifted off to sleep. He dreamed of the fun day he had had with his friends and all the adventures he would have with them tomorrow. He slept well, knowing he was happy living with his friends. Over the next days, friends realized something important. Working together, encouraging each other, and setting up routines really did make their lives better. Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa felt great. The three friends lived carefree way of life for a very long time. They still had their motto, but they added a little twist to it. Living problem-free, responsibly. Hakuna Matata. All right, I hope everyone has a great night tonight. Sleep great and dream greater. Thank you so much.